Hi everybody, Bryan Broaddus here from DallasCowboys.com, and welcome to the Academy Sports and Outdoors Film Room. Well, the three-game winning streak is now a distant memory. With a three-game losing streak, the Dallas Cowboys find their record at 3-3 with the Philadelphia Eagles on the horizon here at AT&T Stadium. But we always have to go back and do the autopsy on what happened. Win or lose, we're going to always get you looking the right direction of the plays that were good and then some of the plays that weren't so good. And today I think I took a little bit of an interesting path with you. I'm going to focus on the Dak Prescott quarterback draw for a touchdown. Thought it was an outstanding play. And then I'm going to focus on something I've never done before in the film room, Bret Maher. Not that I know a whole heck of a lot about kickers, but I want to show you something that I noticed when he, on his miss, his 40-yard miss, and maybe want to point it out, need to probably get an idea of if it affected the miss. But first, again, I want to focus on the Dak Prescott touchdown run on the quarterback draw. And I love this play call. And this is a play call that we've seen Scott Linehan use before as on the two-point play, or when they get down inside. And Kellen Moore has kind of taken it and brought it with him because the ability of Dak Prescott to run the football. I feel like that Kellen has a good understanding of what Dak can do with the football. On the 4th and 2 play, they tried to run the ball on the edge, just didn't get the backside block to kind of get that going. But they like Dak Prescott running the football, and I thought this was a really good example of him doing that. When I'm going to run the play for you forward here, I want you to focus on a couple of things. You're going to need to get some blocks. You're going to need to get a block right here from Connor Williams, and you're going to need to get a block here on the outside from Cam Fleming. But really the most important block right there is going to come from Ezekiel Elliott. And I'll point that out for you when I run the play for you forward here. As we go, you'll see right here, Prescott gets the ball. Okay, now look at the great job now by the two offensive linemen. Now right there, that's what you got to have right there. Cam Fleming, this is generally Tyron Smith. And Tyron Smith, if you know him from the past, likes to hit it with that right arm and try and drive this defender up the field. Now, Cam Fleming doesn't have the power of Tyron Smith to do that, but he does a nice job of sealing off that side right there, that front side. He gets the defender to come upfield. Nice job here by Connor Williams to turn his man outside as well. And then they get the double team here on the back side, but then also get Frederick up to the second level. Now the problem is, though, Frederick doesn't quite make it, which allows Hewitt, the linebacker, to run. And so that potentially could be a problem right there. Here you have Elliott leading on this linebacker like I talked about. So some potential problems right here if Frederick doesn't get up, and he doesn't get up on this play. So I'm gonna run it for you forward. Look right there. Okay, that's just a nice job though by Elliott. Look at the block. Look at the block he's able to get right here. Okay, now this linebacker has a clean shot, but a great job by Prescott to get the ball over to the edge though and keep him, that linebacker Hewitt, from getting on top of him here. Watch it right here. Look at him get to the outside. Good job by Elliott at the point of attack. Look at how he's taking the linebacker out, but it forces Hewitt to have to what we call run the hump. Right there, Ezekiel Elliott is basically blocking two guys. Safety trying to get over the top, but by this time, Dak Prescott's momentum is carrying him forward and going to carry him into the end zone. So great job by Ezekiel Elliott blocking the linebacker, actually blocking two, and then Dak Prescott showing the power to get up inside. I'll show it to you one more time right here. Great job by Elliott. Good jobs of the blocks making everybody go wide. Prescott gets up inside, Elliott gets two, and then you're in the end zone for a touchdown. Okay, let's focus now on Bret Maher. And this was an opportunity for him to hit a 40-yard field goal to kind of bring the Cowboys a little bit closer in this game. And if we look at everything about it, I'm going to focus on the operation of what we see. And when I talk about the operation, I talk about the snap and I talk about the hold. And Those are really the most important things. Without the good snap, without that good snap and a good hold, you generally don't have a good kick. Okay, now, there was nothing wrong with this operation at all. I mean, the Cowboys did a nice job. LP Lattisaur with the snap when I show you, and then Chris Jones with the hold. Matter of fact, when Lattisaur snaps the ball directly back, Chris Jones doesn't even have to spin the laces. Laces are away. He just takes the ball, sets it down, and then now the kick. But what I want to focus on here a little bit is Maher. Okay, his job is to, as you see Chris Jones is communicating with him right there and telling him, asking him if he's ready. Okay, then Maher nods his head, and then that's when Chris Jones will look back this direction right here to LP Lattisaur, and that tells LP that it's good, it's okay for him to snap the football, okay? But once he gets the nod from Maher, that's when the operation will start here. Okay, let me show you. Here we go. Okay, notice right there. Jones is looking. Okay, Maher is getting ready. He's going to nod, just that slight nod of his head. Okay, he's expecting the ball. When Jones looks back, that ball generally will come. But what happens is, and then that means that Maher can then start forward in order to kick the football. But watch what happens here. As he nods his head, see him slightly off balance there? See Maher kind of fall forward and then have to reset himself? Now again, don't know if this affected the way the kick was because he missed the kick to the right. Need to find out though if Maher, if this maybe messed with his timing a little bit. Not trying to make excuses for him, but just that little bit. See, he kind of steps forward, catches himself, ball comes, perfect snap, ball on the ground, and then, ball on the ground to be kicked, but he just pushes it out to the right. Need to find out if, in fact, that little bit of hesitation might have thrown the operation off. See, once again, see how he's kind of leaning and then have to catch himself on the balance? And then he does not get the ball through the uprights. He pushes it over to the right, but the protection, everything about it was good right here. He had the opportunity to make this kick, and he has to make this kick. It's important. They needed these points. So, ball up, and he just does not get it to come back to the middle, but I just wonder if that little bit of hesitation right there, see him kind of catch himself, and then he has to restart, that makes him miss that kick. It's one of those questions that we need to ask. Bret Maher has struggled. The 62-yard field goal was amazing. The 50-yard field goal, amazing in outdoor stadiums like that, the way he's kicking. But his inability last week, he misses one from 33, and he misses one right here from 40 yards. And as a head coach and a staff and as teammates, you have to be concerned about their inability to make those kicks that everyday kickers should make. It's the 62-yarder and the 50-yarder that are amazing that not every kicker can make. But Bret Maher, though, missing these field goals, that is very problematic right there. So, again, Cowboys fall to the New York Jets at the Meadowlands. They have the Philadelphia Eagles this week at AT&T Stadium. It's a Sunday night game, and I will be back with you next Tuesday, hopefully with a couple of plays to kind of get everything back on track, a couple of those good plays after a Cowboys victory. So I'm Bryan Broaddus again, and thanks again for joining me in the film room, and we'll see you next time.